Yeah. Group 26, yeah. ECON 1500, what's up? Shout out to Randy Simmons. I'm loving that Indiana Jones style you got going on, man. You rock it. What? Yeah, we're at that new frontier of production possibilities. We need that capital so we can stimulate our GDP, cause Y equals C plus I plus G. And you know you gotta include what we sell, that N to the E. And the people are demanding a certain quantity, but the man imposes price flows and it affects that quality. So if John can make a BLT 10 minutes per a sandwich, and Kelly can make 2, that's a comparative advantage. The law of supply says if prices will rise and we see an increase in units supplied, the law of demand says if price soars again, then people won't buy as much as they once had. If nations decided to make the same things, we would see a drop in productivity, and innovation as we know it would cease. Everyone's quality of life would decrease. Consumers are what make our markets complete. Producers make money, don't want to compete. They much prefer to have a monopoly, but specialization just can't let that be. My laptop's are old, someone call it a piece. It could have been made in 2003, but though it cost me quite a pretty penny, it doesn't contribute to our GDP like
Blender, GDP, Kleenex box, GDP, Jesus, GDP, tape, GDP, silverware, GDP,
clocks,
GDP,
magazines,
GDP, hot dogs,
GDP, coffee,
GDP,
chocolate milk,
GDP,
grapes,
GDP, GDP, hummus, GDP,
gas,
GDP, butter, GDP, water bottle, GDP.
This is an introduction to the realest verse out there. All these dudes just be hating cause you know that they don't care. But my message here is clear, and allow me to explain that our nation has a lead and it's that just short and plain. Comparative advantage mean that we get goods for cheaper, and you better best believe me or you'll see the grim reaper. Just stick to what you know and you'll surely do it quicker. Do what you can do best and you will end up that much richer. Word.
The flow's so sick that it's advantageous, so much better than yours that it's outrageous. Nothing benefits people as much as trade. There's North Korea keeps saying please come and say the self-interest is what motivates providers. In a free land people fulfill their desires. Incentives are what prevents free riders. Just be glad that you don't live in communist China. What?
Blender, GDP, Kleenex box, GDP, Jesus, GDP, tape, GDP, silverware, GDP,
clocks,
GDP,
magazines,
GDP, hot dogs, GDP,
coffee,
GDP,
chocolate milk,
GDP,
grapes,
GDP, GDP, hummus, GDP,
gas,
GDP, butter, GDP, water bottle, GDP,
GDP.